Hi everybody, it's Jared with Day Traders FX. Nice to be with you this afternoon. I wanted to go over a couple of details. Many of you have heard of the scanner. Some of you have not heard of the scanner yet. It is a very important, very amazing, very wonderful tool that can help identify two very important things that are happening in the market. Number one, exhaustion, overextension. Number two, when there's still trend left. Do we have trend left? What are we looking at? Let me show you a little bit of how this works. We've seen right now some pretty interesting runaway trends. For example, the euro dollar has gone pretty steadily from 103.50, 104, all the way up to 117.50. It's just kind of run and made some pretty interesting moves along the way. How do we know when this trend is done? How do we know when things are starting to reach exhaustion? When do we start to say, okay, it's time to take my trending profits and time to start looking for reversals, or it's still safe to stay in and there's plenty of trend left, or the trend is over, or a new trend is starting? I mean, how do we know these things? Our biggest question is definitely trend exhaustion. So when to get out and take those trending profits, and when to start looking for reversals. Because until it's time to start looking for reversals, until it's time for that exhaustion to start hitting, we need to stay in trends. We need to ride these trends and make money on these movements. Euro dollar is an interesting example. The dollar CAD is a good example. Dollar CAD has made this crazy, ridiculous run down as well. It's run from 138 down to 124, sitting at 124.50-ish area right now. I mean, that's a pretty nice 1,400 pip move it's made. So what do we do with these? How do we kind of identify these and where they're going and how to make money on them? Well, that's where the scanner comes into play. The scanner is a tool. It's an indicator. It's something that we put on MetaTrader that helps us to identify certain things. Now, we need to know what to identify, and that is what is included in this scanner course, is what to look for. What do all these numbers mean? Now, you might be thinking to yourself, it looks like a lot of data, looks like a lot of information, looks like a lot of numbers. That's probably too complicated for me. Well, it's a very, very simple program and a simple tool, and all it is doing for us is giving us all the data from all the currency pairs and gold and silver and whatever else we want to watch in just one screen. We no longer need to scroll through a million charts, scroll through endless time frames and see what's happening. If I want to go through time frames, I can see everything on however many pairs I have up, 20, 30, 40 pairs, by just looking at it right here. I want to see it on the 4-hour chart. Flip over to the 4-hour chart. All those numbers change. And here I am on the 4-hour chart. I want to see what the daily chart's doing, all these. All those numbers change once again. I want to see what the shorter term time frames are doing. Once again, those numbers change. So I can see at the click of a button, by the less than the normal time it would take to look through one chart, all the different time frames on one chart, I can look through 30 or 40 charts in that exact same time. I can spend 5 or 10 minutes and get a pretty good idea of what's happening on 30 to 40 different currency pairs, and that's including a lot of different time frames on those pairs. So what this is going to do for us, the scanners, it's going to help us identify, when some of these numbers are low, there's trend left. When the numbers get higher, the trend is starting to reverse. This tells us how long until this trend is expected to reach exhaustion point. How many hours literally do we have? If we're looking at some of these lower time frames, you can see right here, some of these have just started kind of some new trends, or they've been consolidated and sideways, and we have lots of short-term trend to go before these things start to really get exhausted. You can see these numbers, 10, 46, 14, 150. These all are relative to the higher those numbers get, the more likely we are getting to exhaustion, to reversal points. The lower they are, the more trend we have left, the more movement. So this is all good news for the short-term stuff. We probably still have quite a bit of trend left before these things start to really give us a big turn and a big reversal. On the short term, now on the longer term, you can see that there are some that are already here. Look at this number right here. This is the dollar CAD, 559, and it's all green right here. This is telling us it's nearing exhaustion. This is ready for some reversal. This is ready to start pooping out. If you're in a trend trade, this is probably a good time to take profits and be out of this trade and start looking for opportunities to trade it in the other direction. Whereas a lot of these still have some trend left in them. So it's a great way in the course that you can find by going to dtfx.co/scanner. I'll post the link right below this. This is a great way get some quick material that can show you how this all works. In this course right here, I'm gonna show you. There's a couple of videos. It's a couple of hours. It's not super intensive with tons of information, but there's all the important information you need, and it will show you how to identify trends. It'll show you how to trade trends, and it's going to show you how to identify trend exhaustion and how to trade reversals. And that will go with all kinds of time frames. If you want to do it on a short term, you know, you're looking for 10 or 15 pips of reversal. Great. If you're looking for 50 to 100 to 200 or 300 pips of reversal, great. We talk about all of that in this course. And with this course comes all the training, comes trade alerts, comes webinars, follow-up webinars, and probably most important comes this amazing tool right here, which is the scanner. And again, it will go through all these currency pairs and give you a lot of pertinent information at a glance very, very quickly. It's such a great tool. It's got me turned on to a lot of great setups that are happening right now, and a lot of pairs that still have plenty of trend left in them. So we're super interested in that, and we're interested in seeing when these guys start to turn and when they run out of steam and when they have a lot of trend left. So these are all very important details we need to keep an eye on, and the scanner has all of it for you. So give it a shot, give it a look. As you know, I am not here to steal anybody's money or just try to get something from you. If you buy the course and you go through all the material and you get all the support and you just say, not for me, we always have a 100% money back guarantee. No questions asked. Never any questions asked. We're always happy to make people happy. If you're not happy, I'm not happy. And so you have nothing to risk and you have everything to gain. So head over to dtfx.co/scanner. The link is right below. Have a little look at the video. See what you think. But this was a little bit of an intro of how this amazing indicator works and how it gives us such good information. So give it a look. Give it a shot. I hope you love it. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reply to this email. I'm here to help. Thanks, guys.